Hello? DedSec needs your help.
Excellent.
That was definitely something. Move along now. You are not authorised to
This area is for authorised personnel only.
No loitering.
Not allowed here. Off you go.
I didn't do nothing!
Stay. No sense resisting.
All right, I've got you.
What are you on, mate? Bloody fool! That's strange.
Area crime report.
All clear over here. Moving on.
All units. I repeat, all units. We have reports of a hostile in your area. Over.
Move into the hostile's location.
Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
Pipe for whoever finds it.
You've done it!
I like this.
Control, we are pursuing the target.
Control, we are unsighted of suspect. Over. Negative, suspect is gone. Issue an APW.
You are going down when we find you.
Target escaped! Call in!
And there was much rejoicing.
Considering that the blackmailing, reputation smearing and life-ruining imposter DedSec wannabes are still happily going about their business, I would suggest sorting them out before declaring your mission accomplished.
Not a bad idea.
Right, now that's done, there's one matter left. Do you suppose those irresponsible DudSec children might be innocent in all of this?
Committing sex crimes for profit doesn't seem all that innocent to me.
Don't tell me the digital assistant has more faith in humanity than the fucking humans. A puppet master's been pulling their strings. You should let them know their string's been cut. Maybe they'll turn into good little puppets.
How do you suppose they'll react to finding out we're the real DedSec and their life is a lie?
What if they're the real DedSec and your life is a lie?
I'll get fucked. Yes!
Big up DedSec. That was hectic.
Yes, you're very clever, but not everyone's lining up for a high five. Albion for one. Apparently they don't like you mucking about with their trains. CCTV shows multiple hostiles incoming.
Acknowledged.
Running to cover!
I saw... Shit!
I'd rather not have to kill you today. Taking cover! Give yourself up! Moving!
Your identity is logged. Running is pointless. Fucking hell!
Come back, now!
You're only making it worse.
Suspect not at last open.
Whoa! Is this what an average day is like for you lot? Well, I always have to deal with this.
Until you lose them, yes.
Helpful as ever, yeah?
Disobedience will be met with force.
I'm sending evidence of the fake DedSec's adorable shenanigans to the media now.
And that's how the real DedSec does it.
Which reminds me, what do we do about the rest of DedSec?
Oh, please, can we keep them? I promise to feed them and change their newspaper every day. I've added them to your contacts.
Thank you.
This
is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want you to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything. They probably know that you're listening to this show right now, but don't worry. We're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organization that uses its powers to stifle dissent and shut down free speech. Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so powerful. And as usual, we'll keep everyone's names and locations secret, so SIRS doesn't come looking for them. Charles is an expert in the dark arts of surveillance who worked to set up democratic media in post-communist states. How did it go so wrong in Britain?
You know, we're looking at all the wrong things when we look at Britain's crisis. There's a lot of concentration on data and how that's been used and manipulated, and what we haven't looked at is the power structures and the profit that lies behind this. For example, if we examine what actually happened, you know, there's a company that's really very interested in selling passports and making it easy to provide visas for investment and so on, and historically throughout the world, they've been working with this big data manipulation company in order to overthrow governments, and then suddenly all the chickens came home to roost. Nobody could find any receipts for what was paid for. Nobody could figure out how things were done, but everybody had a feeling that something really stunk, and they couldn't figure it out. And yet, it was standing there in their face the whole time. There's a couple of different ways that we got where it is that we are. I mean, one, you have a lot of smaller organizations, smaller power groups, companies as well, who are bending things just a little. Oh, we'll compromise a little bit, we'll bend the rules a little bit, and try to achieve what it is that we hope to achieve that's good for us. And if you add all of that up, what you end up with is a big wall moving in a big way from a lot of little buttons being pushed. But also there's this other thing that's going on here, is the gathering of data and the analysis of data has authoritarianism contained within its DNA. It is by its nature a tool for authoritarianism, and it has been used in that way.
How does big data look into our lives? James covered it for the pre-crisis press.
We're starting to see the merger of private data and that with data held by the state into what are called social credit systems. This is where every aspect of your behaviour is monitored and totted up by a central system to sort of score you as a person, a bit like a credit card, but predicated on all of your behaviour rather than just the money you're spending. And this can have profound impact. We're starting to see systems emerge which will punish you and stop you from doing things in society based on your behaviours, and this can be as trivial as if you jaywalk, if you cross the road in the wrong place, you might lose points. If you do some community activities or help your neighbours, you might earn points, and then this can be used to sort of evaluate you as a person. And this could mean, for example, better travel privileges, being able to travel first class, or being denied from travelling first class to not being allowed to travel at all. These systems are very real and very possible because of all of the data that is now held on us.
Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Is the world we're living in now fascist? Well, this is what fascism is. It is the complete and total control of the individual. The desire to basically say to the individual, nothing in your life matters. On an individual basis, you are now part of the whole, part of the nation, and the only meaning that you will find in your life is to become part of the nation. What is a nation? A nation doesn't mean anything, right? The nation is basically just encapsulated by the leader that takes over, that claims that he, you know, has this sort of access to the soul of the country, to the soul of the people. He never does, it's just a myth, but that's what they go for. And on that basis, they take the right to control every aspect of your life, from who you talk to where you eat, to where you go to hang out with your friends. And what we're seeing now is a contemporary iteration of this process where you get corporations and the state operating in tandem, basically molded into one another. But that isn't that rare. I mean, you saw exactly the same thing in Nazi Germany. You look at the concentration camps that operated in Nazi Germany, there were private companies in those camps making use of that slave labor. Fascism often works with corporations, and it's doing the same now. That's the way in which they track what you do. That's the way in which they track who you talk to. They operate as each other's proxies.
So if your ears are burning and you think someone might be watching you, you're probably right. They're watching all of us. I'm Tash, and you've been listening to Buccaneer. Keep listening, keep sharing the show, and keep it encrypted. They're watching us, but we're watching them too.
Bagley here. How did everything go earlier?
Fine. We may have a new member. Next task.
In a startling update to the Vanessa Ahmed sex tape story, we've just received information from a credible source within the DedSec network that the sex tape was in fact perpetrated by proxies of billionaire tabloid magnate Rudolf Peck. Evidence received by this network only moments ago outlines the broad conspiracy of extortion intended to smear the hacker collective. More alarmingly, authorities are currently investigating a narrowly averted train derailment. Details to come as they become available.
I get the impression you're not satisfied with London's current state.
You're a DedSec, aren't you? Maybe you can help me.
We'll see. What's the problem?
Here's the thing. I got involved with some smugglers for Clan Kelly. There was nothing to it at first. Just smuggling some cheese from the Netherlands, French wine, easy money. I don't know how we got to this point, but now I'm overseeing a shipment of guns coming into the city.
Go on.
I'm sick of this shit. I want to walk away from this, but I have to do something first. I need to make sure those guns are destroyed before they ever hit the streets. And I can't do it without your help.
All right. No time to waste then.
Cheers. Listen, help me with this and I'll return a favour. I always do.
The weapons shipment is being prepared at one of Clan Kelly's hideouts. I'll send you the coordinates.
Consider it done.
Questions such as, are we less than 2 years away from being able to turn a sausage back into a live pig? Did we actually need to take away from today's riot? I'll come back stronger next time. Our luck's going to turn. I can feel it. It's our season. It's our season.
You can't spell riot without right, and by right I mean right wing.
You're in. Now find the thing.
Nothing a little destruction can't fix.
There's the shipment.
Go and see what they got to!
Nothing. Gonna keep moving. Vehicle lockdown.
Find the fucker who's hacking the vehicle!
Knock that vehicle down.
Search the area! Someone's tampering with that vehicle!
Well done. Knock it down.
Run a check on that vehicle!
Looks clear. Gonna check over there. Yeah, no one here, but I'll keep looking. That ain't right. Spooky shit, bruv. Shut it down.
Some techers fucking around. I'm gonna get on them.
What's going on with that thing? Reckon we need a lockdown here.
Wheels are dodgy! Let's find whoever's behind this!
Nah, that don't look right. We need a lockdown.
Someone thinks they're jokes, man!
Not here.
Gonna
Moving
dig you
on.
up, hacker! Nah, no point looking. No one's here.
Spooky shit, bruv. Shut it down.
Find the techer that...
What the fuck's going on with that thing? Reckon we need a lockdown here.
Some techers fucking around. I'm gonna get on them.
Who has what money or how they're spending it. It's all out there in the open for anyone to see, and yet you can remain secretive.
But not everybody now wants to keep up this crypto legacy. They don't share this attitude anymore. We've seen institutions, businesses, even governments experimenting with crypto, which doesn't really fit into its original radical counterculture mold.
Yeah, it's kind of weird today to think of people not using cryptocurrency. It's so mainstream now. You know, I'm almost nostalgic for the feel of cash.
Open a channel to our reluctant criminal friend once you're clear of the area.
Done.
Cheers, really. I see what's happening around us, and the last thing I want is to be part of the problem. It's time to be part of the solution.
DedSec is looking to fill the ranks. You should join.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
A lot of traditional money was converted to crypto, and it really shook up the financial sector.
Can you remember when they first introduced crypto cash points?
That was really sneaky. It was a classic startup behaviour. They just installed them everywhere. No consultation with the government, no approval or anything. But people immediately started to use them.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of